At GNPC Foundation, we have decided that more and more Ghanaians must benefit from our scholarship.
The KPI actually gives us a target, but the pressure that comes from the enclave is such that, and then the people that come around is such that the board is usually forced to increase the number because they understand the plight of the people. So yearly we increase the number, and this year is going to 3,000 because last year we had so many people apply.
This year, Prince Amos, a former student of Adisadel College, is one of the many Ghanaians set to benefit from GNPC Foundation scholarship. We reached out to him when his story appeared on Kofi TV.
Course being where to me about where courses?
Me general science, English, social studies, core maths, e-maths, biology, chemistry, physics, and science.
And I need when you're A1, sir.
Yeah.
So say challenge, you know, Abane then.
Oh, okay. So me last year, but me papa feel mu early this year, January. Now, why come my men could say na only share with you? Now, so I there. Unti me into me fees, no send there. When you animal would make chila won't walk to school. Milk SSC, Amunio SS3, a Kuso JHS will be school. Now, on the occupation of mammy, a Jumo Yenti, Oma, until supporting in education and challenge the Moses here.
At GNPC Foundation, we are committed to our drive to make needy Ghanaians smile and have a reason to live.
We have people in Ghana who are also lacking. So why would we not assist them? And then educating somebody in Ghana is even cheaper because you are in your home and the fee is not as high as those in foreign countries.
We make contact with him and follow up to his house at Keten, a suburb of Takoradi, for needs assessment. Prince is the sixth child of 9 children. He lives in a flood-prone area where no vehicle can go. We therefore had to park our vehicles and walk for some miles to reach his house. And that place is also not any better. A truly waterlogged area and a possible habitat for reptiles because they are surrounded by bush. What meets you at the entrance of their house is the funeral poster of his late dad, Christian Eduafo Amos. He died in sorrow.
I saw my dad crying because of my results when he was in bed sick, and he was in bed, and I brought him my result and that this is my result. I had 8 A's. Then all of a sudden he started crying, and I didn't know what to do, whether to be happy or to be sad. But I was very sad too. Then I just left the room and I went to stay somewhere.
Result on a bell, no. Na papa na yellow more the day. Sa papa na share result no. No one that prince if you pardon. No be inside. No lusu. Tapi me there da matama no na yalba na adoko no mo dawo untum nkaka no nti ma ka kira prince there mo nta mba hall wo usana papa no hu na no lusu.
Prince had previously had an extensive conversation with his father about his dreams and how he was resolute in his desire to become a medical doctor. The reason his father kept crying when he was helpless.
I told him, okay, so I can see that this life is full of service. We were all brought here to serve each other. So I want to serve in the health sector. So now I've decided to become a medical doctor. I want to do medicine. And he said, great, that's a very good course. And he asked me to do research about their fees and stuff. So I did this and I told him, but he said, so like asking, the fees were very expensive at that stage, like at that stage, 6,000 per year when I said last year. And the time I said, so 6,000 per year. So, but he said he would do all he can to help me.
Prince Amos, as a science student, scored 8 A's in his WASI, and his father, on his sickbed, continually lifted up his eyes to the hills, but help came from nowhere, and he died.
I got a call from KNUST to go and write admission for the medical course. I went and I wrote it. I came back home, they called me again for another interview, but I couldn't go because they weren't able to provide me with money for the transportation to go and write the exams at KNUST.
I had 3 years in. Then you are real. Then you are real ofim. Then you see no March. All year damn no. na mo hwe adwuma me ye na ma sitine ma anya ada mo tu ma aboa ba wetu mo akwa school nti me ye ma adwene de ankonko sungu na o hwe it's adonyim na o hwe this ma wetu afa na adam o de na asam be ba dom me mpanyim for the warm born.
His mother, Hananunu, is a fishmonger, and Prince rejected the option to learn a skill, not because he is rude. There was a family pattern he wanted to break, and breaking that cycle was his dream.
When I was in SHS3, I started thinking about this. I started asking myself that I'm the sixth born, and none of my siblings, those who came before me, none of them have entered the senior high school. So what's going to be my fate? The day he died too, I was very, very sad because I thought there's no hope for me, because all my siblings, when they finished their junior high school and SHS, my mother put them at, they started working, doing a job. So I thought that's what's going to happen to me.
Prince realized early that progressing to the tertiary level would be a hard nut to crack. He saw learning hard to come out with excellent results as the only way he could get help to continue.
I decided when I was in school to study hard to pass my exam so that I can apply for scholarship to continue my tertiary education. So I started working towards that. I knew that when I was in SHS, so I started learning very hard when I was in school.
This is a clear case of whatever the mind can conceive, it can certainly achieve. GNPC is ready for this challenge.
Now I can sense it. When I heard that GNPC wanted to give me scholarship, I was very happy because it's a company, and being funded by a company is better than being funded by an individual person because anything can happen. So when I heard that GNPC want to help me study, they want to help me continue with my education, I was very happy because I knew it's going to be a positive thing. I'm going to get a positive result from that.
Damadana metene de menyu agi. Besa mo hwa ma ho kaka mo nkotum. Na sanyame ayi hia no boafo. Na so ogina amamada. Menyu agi, na lepo na menyu agi papa. Oyen na eniji sampa, oyen na eniji sam. Ba me friend ni okro the school po me catcher. No so na menyu agi. Dama. Also not pay medicine. Into medicine. Na papa look at you there. That medicine okwa no 6 years. It sanyame ayi hia na adom. Na so company bi abobo hen. No solution was 6 years now.
Prince will be starting his tertiary education very soon without any burden, thanks to GNPC Foundation.
It's going to take a very heavy load on my shoulders because when I was in SHS, as I was learning, I was also thinking about what am I going to do? I'm learning, I know this learning. After learning, I won't go anywhere, but I was thinking plenty. So now that I have hope that GNPC is going to help me continue with my tertiary education, I think I'm going to have a free state of mind to study, and I think that's going to help me very much.
Oh, company paying for a day. Hey, my movie the moon company. But Yami, a dear dear one do. My wabe, be about me here so deep. Nasia, I ain't a major one, but don't want to ask papa and young coupon insurance. Or mention any yakas or do. When I do me yakasi, I bring him now. I don't want to see. Now, oh, you may need papa there. Where's so many money? War boy.
Thanks to GNPC Foundation, another dream is about to be realized. It will be a long journey, but we would want you to stay with us and see how we will be by his side until he becomes a medical doctor. We make dreams possible here at GNPC Foundation.